Hi YouTube, this is a video talking about the setup process for the RS31G that I had purchased through Alibaba. I just received it here a couple days ago. The installation of it and assembly of it wasn't hard by any definition. If anything, I would say there were parts that were heavy, but other than that, the process was pretty smooth. So the way it came packaged in a metal crate with some pretty thick cardboard on it, and amazingly, all the way from China, it didn't even have a scratch or hole or anything in it. When I was messing with the cutting head, flipping it over, like I said, heavy, I did drop it, and that's why you got the dent in the front and a little bit of scratching there in the front, but it doesn't mess with the blade. I do want to bend it out though. So all the nuts and bolts and everything you can do with pretty standard tools, like you don't need anything elaborate to do it. The rails were all separate, and then these cross rails were separate, the orange cross rails. You had to put all that together. Basically the whole entire rail set you had to put together. The silver piece here in the middle, that you didn't have to assemble, you just had to bolt it to the rails. But everything on the rails you had to put together. It wasn't that time consuming. I set it all up in a day. And then this, what I call the cutter head, this whole piece here in front here, it was already all assembled. You just had to put these like side rails together for it. For this, everything that's orange here with the motor connected to it was all on the pallet like this. So all I had to do was basically build the rails for it, the little trolley for it to go on the rails. It was just me, and I have a younger son, and we were able to get it on there. So two people that can lift decently, I would recommend to have. But like I said, the assembly only took a day, and then I spent quite a bit of time leveling, just making sure it was level, the rails. What I used was a transit, and then I just went to every single one of these orange cross rails on all throughout and just made sure that it was level all the way across. And then I made sure the actual blade itself was level all the way across the rails. So luckily I had that tool to help me. We used just a level, a long like 4-foot level at first, and we thought we had it pretty good, but what we found out was over the whole course of this 20 feet, it went down about a ½ inch that we didn't notice. So just those little increments over time, everything looked level, but from end to end, it actually wasn't. So that might be something to consider. I thought that was pretty valuable. So I've only cut one log on this, and as you can tell by my terminology and everything, I'm not a sawyer by any means yet. These boards are cut at completely random. There's nothing, I didn't measure or try anything. I was just feeling for it, full throttle, trying to get used to the lubricant on the blade and everything like that. So I thought it cut really well for never using a sawmill before. So like I said, installation, not hard at all. Just this cutting head here is heavy. And as far as the leveling on this cutting head, I will say this. For it shipping all the way from overseas, it was like pretty much perfectly set up. So literally all I had to do was bolt the sides to it, and the cutting head itself was pretty much ready to go, and I was really impressed with that. I don't know if that's normal, but it was ready to go. Like I said, no fancy bolts or tools are required. Honestly, I didn't even have any tools to put it together, so I went to Walmart and bought a couple cheap wrench sets and put it together. So pretty much anybody can assemble this if they really want to. The packing crate it came in, if you want to see what it looks like, I'll show you real quick. It just looks like this right here. That's exactly what it comes in. It's got heavy cardboard on the bottom, heavy cardboard on the sides, on the top, and then the motor rests kind of on that little leg you can see sticking out there to kind of help support the motor on the cutting head. The packaging I thought was good. They did a good job packaging it. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting the RS31G, the installation, it's nothing to be worried about. You can do it if you just have some time. And like I said, you probably need 2 people to do that cutting head that can lift pretty good, and you'll be in business. All right, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumbs down. Let me know what you think. I will be putting out a video letting you know why I selected the RS31G, and then a little later on I will be putting out a video showing, you know, how it's been working, you know, over the first couple weeks and months, because I do plan on using it right away. All right, thanks guys.